Look at me, 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 look at me now. Fuck, are you kidding me? All of my
Coming up next, it's a UFC heavyweight division collision.
You ready? Are you ready? Let's go, guys.
Let's get this one started here. Round one is underway. And we've got a striker who is a force to be reckoned with. Tonight, though, he draws a guy who can do a little bit of everything.
And that guy is usually the one that will have the advantage. But we know what a high-level striker is. And this guy is as high level as we've ever seen in the UFC.
Continues to mix it up, going to the head, mixing in some body shots. Oh, really using his reach advantage there with that land, DC.
Big punch lands over the top. How's he gonna follow this one up? He's very tricky when he throws that body kick.
Able to check that kick as well.
Can't take many of those, you better check.
All right, so we have got a full-on brawl to start this fight. Any concern that these guys might burn themselves out?
Oh, they're going to exhaust themselves. So we may as well enjoy it right now, because coming the third round, regardless of the weight class, they're gonna look like two tired heavyweights in the middle of the octagon.
Nice 1-2 there. Just misses there with the left.
Big, powerful punch lands. Now we get back to range. Look at him chopping the wood. Chop the wood with those leg kicks.
Able to check the high kick. Man, he's just got a great feel for the striking realm early in this one.
The timing is on point. He's doing a great job of mixing everything up.
Just over 3 minutes to go now.
Look at him whip his hip into that kick.
Oh, nice counter punch there. Again, we talked about the reach advantage off the top of the show. Certainly paid dividends for him there.
You don't know when that leg kick's coming.
Trying to establish that jab once again.
Ooh, head kick lands, he's hurt.
All right, so the taller fighter lands a knee, and Daniel Cormier to my right, I can hear him saying, I wish I was a little bit taller.
Look at him drive his shin into his opponent's body with that body kick. Beautiful punch.
Oh, he lands a massive kick here. Big head kick. Just over 2 minutes to go in what has been a furious round one.
He needs to start looking to finish now because he's got his opponent hurt very bad.
Nice job there to land the knee strike to the body, again making great use of his length in this matchup.
Big kick lands.
Right hand on point.
Leg kick.
Well, he's been good tonight, but he missed with that one. Ooh, blocks the shot. Oh, beautiful jab by him there, really taking advantage of what is an obvious edge and reach. Just out of range with that left hook. Head kick attempt, unable to find the target. Starting to do some really significant damage to the body here. Another strike lands there. Oh, and he lands another knee there, DC. He talked a lot to us about his length and his size advantage. Doesn't always pay to be the taller fighter. In this instance, it certainly did. 30 seconds now to go in the round. 20 seconds left.
It's such a fast leg kick. That one stuck in. Nice strike.
Just missed with the left there. Head kick. Oh, right hand gets up to block it. 5 minutes in the books. All right, let's take a look back at some of the replays from that last round.
Unbelievable to see these high-level competitors get in each other's face, tuck their chin, bite down on the mouth guard, and just let it all hang out over the course of 5 minutes.
You ready? You ready?
All right, round 2. Blocks the strike.
Powerful leg kick lands.
Well placed with the kick. Oh, continuing to work the body to great effect.
Over and over, he's landing these big body kicks.
Man, doesn't take much for the redness to start. Look at the left side of his body there. Nasty. Try to establish that jab.
He has a commitment to kicking tonight, and it shows.
Well, he is at his kickboxing best tonight. Another nice, good series of kicks by him there.
I mean, the kicks are coming in bunches. Normally it's the hands. Tonight he's throwing kick after kick after kick. Nice punch there. Nice body kick right under the elbow.
Keeps going back to that jab, keeps throwing that jab, but unable to land.
You don't really stand after you take a head kick like this. That is such toughness to even be on his feet right now.
All right, so he's landed some good shots. You hate to be overly critical, but nothing really in terms of combinations tonight.
Well, the jab has been looking great. How about jab, jab, right hand?
Right.
Because eventually you're going to have to put something on your opponent that's going to really make him pause. I believe the jab has been working so well, if he drops a big right hand after it, he may be able to finish his fight.
Three minutes remain in the round.
Big punch lands through the middle. Look at how he turns his hip into that leg kick. Caught that kick there.
Well, it's one thing to have length, it's another thing to use it, and he does it as well as anyone. Nice kick there by Lee. Well, he's really picked up the pace here in round 2. Much more aggressive now here and starting to find himself in the pocket. Oh, he landed a beautiful straight punch there, DC. He's got an edge in reach and certainly is making it count in this one. Good series of strikes by him there.
Great job of mixing it up, being active, keeping busy, doing great work. Big head kick.
Oh, massive head kick there. We'll see if he can finish.
Look at how he turns his hip over when he throws that kick.
Strong defense here as the hook to the head is blocked. Throwing that jab now again. The fighter evades. Oh, and he lands a punch there. Good connection by him on that.
Great connect, so fast, so accurate. And watch the ability to land from anywhere.
Well, he is clearly faded in this one, and I'm not talking about the high and tight skin fade on my man Daniel Cormier. He got stunned earlier in the round, and mentally I feel like he checked out a little bit.
He hasn't been able to build back and fight the way that we're used to seeing him fight. He needs to take a breath, take a moment, and get back to work. Big kick lands.
Again, he's looking for that left. It's not there. Lands the right hand.
Big body kick lands.
Just out of range with that right hook. Swing and a miss with that straight left hand. He blocks the punch.
Oh, big punch lands. Look at the angle of that nice body kick.
And now he's got the tie clinch.
Beautiful head kick.
So he's really starting to put together some significant body shots here. These are going to take their toll as this fight goes on. All right, 20 seconds to go in the round.
Big body kick.
Attempts the front kick there. Rip the body there. And that's the end of round number 2. All right, so we now look back at some of the action from that previous round, DC. A lot of good highlights on both sides.
I mean, a lot of good highlights from both competitors. They both should be very proud of what they accomplished. But I'm telling you, man, I'm not sure they can keep this up. If they land at this clip for another 5 minutes, somebody's going to sleep.
All right, so here we go with our next round. DC, you are known for having one of the higher fight IQs in the game, and I would put him on that list after what we saw in terms of the body work there in the previous round.
He did a fantastic job of mixing up his target, not headhunting, going to the body, making that investment into forcing a mistake later that will allow him to chase his finish.
Well, just as he did in the previous round, continuing to land a high number of strikes here, and he hasn't really showed any signs of slowing down. Scary, scary proposition for the opponent. Well, that body kick was there earlier, not there on that attempt.
Good punch.
Nice job to land the kick to the body there by Lee. Right hand upstairs. It's just a slip there. Nice knee to the body by Lee.
Yes, you heard him in the last round. Same exact one.
Look at the whip action that comes from him throwing that kick.
Just out of range with the big right hand.
There's no give on that leg kick. Nice looping punch. Nice leg kick lands.
And he landed the right hand there. Punch is blocked. Man, look at the size of that bruising on his body. Oh. And both guys really throwing with authority. Well-placed kick there by Lee. Oh, he's really starting to apply pressure on his opponent here. Different approach here in the last couple rounds, and it's the exact sense of urgency that you want to see from a fighter. Take the judges out of it.
Came from inches right there, boy. Wow. It was a good night if that landed.
Man, is he timing his shots well here tonight, DC. It's hard to recall him being. Gets on the feet, his opponent in a lot of trouble now.
That was Cain Velasquez's punch of choice. Every time he lands that overhand right, he hurts people bad. This guy has his opponent hurt very badly again. I mean, look at the commitment to kicking in this fight.
Oh, and there's that head kick. He kept talking about the opening that would be there on Thursday. Those words proving prophetic right there.
I mean, his vision and his timing allows him to get that technique off. Straight punch lands.
Oh! Big shots exchanged in the pocket there. How good is that right hand?
Beautiful body kick lands right under the elbow.
Throwing that jab, no good. Well, he's doing a nice job here blocking these shots. The chin is tucked, the hands are high. Pretty good job defensively thus far.
Great job defensively. He's seeing everything coming. Ooh, big shot lands. He's throwing every part of himself into these big leg kicks. Nice head kick.
Lee's kick is blocked. And both fighters exchange in the pocket. Maybe time to get the bonus checks ready.
I mean, this fight is about done. He's got him hurt very bad with his head kicks. Now he has to find one more strike to end the night.
Just unable to quite find that range.
Big head kick lands.
Going to the body now with that hook shot. Nicely done by Lee.
What a punch.
Oh, and he continues to pour it on. We mentioned earlier the aggression with his striking. Got to be careful to not gas out here, but at least you have to admire the approach.
Beautiful body kick.
And that'll do it. 15 minutes in the books. All right, so that's the end of the round. That cut on the nose, manageable earlier, not so much right now. Really, really bad. The blood flow continuing to become a factor, and you got to think at some point, if it gets any worse, they will have no choice but to stop this fight. All right, let's check out some of the action, DC, and how about the punching acumen by that fighter in that previous round?
He does not waste anything. He does not loop punches. Everything's tight. Everything's precise. He's a sniper. We always talk about how he's a sniper. He is a sniper. And it showed in that exchange that allowed him to drop his opponent.
We have arrived at the fourth round, fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds.
Stay sharp, use your movement, and I want you to win this round.
Nice kick there by Lee. Well, not only has he stayed aggressive as he was in the previous round, landing a high volume of strikes, but he's also been efficient, not just with his strikes, but also with his body movement. Complete performance out of this fighter here tonight. Oh, and he connects with a punch there, DC. You gotta like what you're seeing thus far.
I mean, the speed at which he throws is crazy. That jab is fast. Look at that jab. Dude's hurt. Serve him up. Go get him.
Oh, big left. Oh, and that kick is blocked.
Beautiful body kick. Liver kick, if you take those kicks, it's gonna shut your body off.
All right, so he lands another punch there, and he smells blood in the water, going right back at that cut.
Absolutely, the opponent has a lot of scar tissue around the eyes. He was able to cut it open, and now he's just touching it over and over again.
Much improved defensively as he blocks the shot. Oh, the kickboxing chops on full display with that offering. Nicely done.
Beautiful kick landed by this man.
Well, he's looking for that left hand, just out of range, though, with it. Connects with a right.
You gotta check these low leg kicks.
Just misses with a left hook there. Nice defense there, huge block. Oh! Massive kick to the head. Looking to land the right just out of range. Oh! Yeah, looks a little wobbly on his feet.
Oh, he's hurt bad. He's hurt bad, John. He's got to press it. He's got to go chase that finish down now.
trying to inflict some damage here, but misses with the kick. Oh!
What a fantastic strike to throw at the exact right moment. He deserves this moment. Go finish his fight. Nice kick. Game of inches right there, boy. Wow. It was good night if that landed.
Back and forth we go here. Oh, huge elbow there.
He's in trouble. He's hurt bad. What a tricky head kick. Ooh, what a punch.
Oh, nice slip to avoid that right hand. Huge block there. Just misses with the left hook. Lee's got a bruise now starting to appear on the right side of his body. Under a minute to go.
Game of inches right there, boy. Wow. It was good night if that landed.
Oh, that right hand is on point. Sniff that one out as he blocks the kick. And he connects with a punch there. We'll see if there's more where that came from.
Boxing, boxing, boxing.
Right hand upstairs. Nice jab by Lee. Continues to mix it up, going to the head, mixing in some body shots. All right, there's the clapper. 10 seconds to go. Still unable to find that precise range with the high kick. And there's the buzzer indicating the end of round 4. All right, so there's the end of the round, and on one side, thrill, on the other, agony after that knockdown.
Yeah, he was able to really damage him with that big punch. You see the hands, the speed, how sharp he is, how technical he is. It allows him to land in spots where his opponent is winging punches. Great strike landed, great punch landed to put his opponent down.
Fifth and final round, forthcoming.
Nice punch lands over the top.
Oh, he slipped well there to avoid the left hand coming back. Just misses with the right. Blocks the shot to the body. Oh!
He needs to start looking to finish now because he's got his opponent hurt very bad.
Oh! Mixes it up nicely in terms of staying heavy and also staying active.
What a body kick. Beautiful strike.
Oh!
Dude's hurt. Serve him up. Go get him.
Oh, straight right. Back to the left hand now. Unable to connect. Nice job to raise the guard and block another strike there. He doesn't want the ringside position anywhere near this octagon.
He has to understand that at any moment, if this thing goes down, oh, he's hurt bad. He's hurt bad, John. He's got to press him. He's got to go chase that finish down now.
Back to the feet now. Would you look at the size of that bruise on his torso? Nasty. Just over 3 minutes now to go in the fight.
Dig and kick. He is throwing a fast, straight, hard jab. That's not a feeler jab. That's one that's really knocking the head back.
absolutely gorgeous shot to spell the end for his opponent. Crowd is absolutely loving it. He gets the near-perfect land. I'm not even sure his opponent saw it coming, but just the way he drew it up here tonight, saw that little crack of an opening and barged right through it to get the knockout. Well, he's going to enjoy watching this one back. Let's take a look at the replay of the knockout just a moment ago.
It was right hand after right hand after right hand. Finally, he found the one that hit the exact sweet spot that ended his opponent's night.
Well, hard to perform much better than he did tonight. A huge knockout under the lights. They'll be talking about that one for some time.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Dan Mergliata has called a stop to this contest at 2 minutes, 6 seconds of round number 5. Declaring the winner by